Hi everyone, my name is robbiegay. I'm a freelance software developer on UpWork. I wanted to make this video today talking a little bit about how I got started on the platform. I completed a coding bootcamp in the fall of 2019 and I started working on UpWork in January of 2020. So I've been on the platform for about 4 months. So even though I haven't been on a long time, I have completed 2 kind of long-term multi-month projects as well as one shorter project. And I just kind of wanted to talk about how I got started, because I remember that it was pretty scary for me when I first signed up to even think about bidding on projects with no kind of work history. So my first tip is to get involved in your local community. I think I'm involved in something like 4 tech-related Slack channels. I was going to morning coding clubs, game dev nights, startup breakfast, a tech conference, all sorts of kind of local tech-related events. And my first gig on Upwork actually came through a guy who's working locally out of Lexington. And I found that approaching people locally, you're able to kind of showcase your work a little bit better than when you're just applying for a contract on Upwork as another kind of anonymous random person, but you don't have a work history, so how are you going to kind of compete with the people that do? And so I just found kind of in person was a little bit easier to drum up some work. My second tip is to make sure you've filled out your profile completely. Talking about yourself, listing work history, listing projects. If you're just starting, you don't have any commercial projects, listing personal or school projects will be awesome. And make sure you have a really good looking headshot. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I took mine on my back porch. I waited for sunset so the lighting would be nice, and I edited it on Preview, which is the default photo opening. It's not even, I think, dedicated editing software. It comes free on Macs, just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. I just think that having a filled out profile really helps when a client finally gets to the point where they're considering you for a job and they check out your profile. It really shows kind of a level of professionalism. And my third tip is just to do lots of coding. When I've been busy with freelance work, I usually just focus on that, but at other times when the work's slowed down, or kind of right now during COVID-19 when the work's slowed down significantly, I've done things like reading Swift documentation. I took a really in-depth course from Let's Build That App on building an Instagram clone, working on personal projects. If you look at my GitHub, you'll see that I remain pretty active. When I have free time, I'm just working on personal projects. I think that kind of shows a work ethic and just helps you get better at your field, which lets you apply to kind of more advanced contracts. I hope these tips were helpful. This is my first Upwork related content. This channel in the past has been a space for me to upload music production, photo, video related content. So I hope you liked it. Definitely leave a comment below and let me know what you thought. And if you found this helpful, like and maybe even subscribe. Thanks.